I've always thought that humans forget very easily. Maybe it's part of the instant gratification of recent decades. We are in a constant search for that addictive feeling of joy that arrives every time we experience something new. Once it comes, that familiar emotion you feel in your chest begins to fade, much faster than it took to arrive. Something very similar happens when we reach a goal. The joy we feel almost seems fleeting when compared to all the time it took to get there. Many people start labeling us as ungrateful for not appreciating more deeply what we've achieved. But I tend to believe that is not that we are ungrateful, it is that we simply forget quickly. And in doing so, we lose something very important on the horizon, the act of gratitude. We leave suspended in nothingness something essential for personal growth, remembering everything it took to get here, to this moment. At some point, today was a dream. At some point, this day was part of a visualization, part of a prayer, part of a longing. Graduating from high school, earning your college degree, getting that promotion at work, or even getting the job. The words of pride from our parents, our partners, our friends, all of these are incredibly powerful feelings, yet so ephemeral, that by the following week, the joy and fulfillment of reaching that goal have already faded. I always try to remind myself that the present I'm living in was once a goal I deeply wanted to reach. Or maybe you're not there yet. But when you look back, you realize you're much closer than you were before. You achieved small goals that made you happy at the time, and suddenly they've been left behind in a pile of memories, good and bad, without value or purpose. But the truth is that these invaluable memories are the very ones that can bring back that same fleeting feeling of joy. Reminiscences of yesterday are what make your present extraordinary. And remembering these moments is vital to keep going. Vital for those days when you don't want to do anything. Those days when continuing feels heavy and overwhelming. When you've tried so hard that you don't understand why you haven't reached what you want. The truth is, it is not that simple. Remembering those moments and feeling that same emotion again is something that has to be practiced, almost like a sport. Being able to dive into a memory and suddenly feel that emotion rise through your body is ideal for getting through your day. But like most things, it's much easier said than done. One exercise I came across recently was writing down some of the goals you've already achieved and keeping them somewhere accessible. That way, when you need them, you can return to them more easily. The day you received your first job offer, the day you graduated, or the day you completed a sporting event, these are milestones that shaped who you are today. But it can also be something much simpler, like the first time you gave your mom flowers and the immense joy you felt when you saw her warm smile. There are also special moments with family worth remembering. Spontaneous moments where talking about a not-so-distant past and bringing forgotten memories back can feel almost like living them again. Not long ago, I was sitting with my partner, and we both remembered a moment from about 10 years ago. We were sitting in a cafe, exhausted from a terrible kitchen job at a restaurant, an environment that was often toxic and stressful. Our feet ached from standing all day, and our clothes smelled like whatever spices had been used that day. In the middle of a sip of coffee, we found ourselves watching the people around us, walking by, dressed for a day at the office, wearing long coats and maybe not particularly happy, but certainly with more energy than working the grill in a kitchen of a fast food chain restaurant. Talking among ourselves, we said it out loud, that one day, we would be there too, in a stable job, with a family waiting for us after long hours at the office. And now, sitting on the couch and remembering that moment, it brought me an inexplicable happiness. Remember the moments that led you to where you are now. Remember that even if you haven't achieved all your goals yet, you are living through priceless experiences. In the middle of daily chaos, you forget everything it took to get here. But reminiscing about the journey is, without a doubt, the fuel for the most ordinary and unnoticed days. For those days when you'd rather stay in bed and let the hours pass, with very little discipline and absolutely no motivation. For those days, it's important to evoke those memories and be grateful for the present. My grandmother, always so wise, used to say, "Whoever remembers, feels again." And that is exactly what's needed when you don't feel like continuing. To recognize that this very moment was once a dream in your past, and that now, it is your reality.